Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm here with a little bit of a different video. So, I know I said in the original review for one of these two that I was going to do an in-depth comparison of the two. And today is that day. I'm doing them now, and there's not much of a script here, so I'm just going to be like riding on it. That didn't sound right. But I'll be riding the wave of how it goes, just follow it from there. And then I'm going to try and develop like a script kind of thing, because I'm going to be trying to do this. Like, this will be something where if there are two different lines, say Marvel Select, and then Marvel Legends, they both make a figure. What I would do is take those and compare them using that kind of script, and then see which one's better and which one I recommend you buy. So the first thing I'm going to be going over here is the boxes. So, we'll start with Mezco. The Mezco Toys box it's like beautiful, I'd say it's beautiful. Trying to set this up. So you can see it's big, it's like, it catches your eye. You got the cover on the side, Friday the 13th Part 3. Same thing on the other side. Then you got product shots, picture of the figure, all the accessories, legal stuff down here. Jason Voorhees, all the stuff describing it. And then on the inside, pulling this cover off, put it down here, you can see a nice display of the figure and everything inside the box. You got this box, everything was secure in it. It all had paper surrounding everything, so it all was really nicely protected. 112 Collective. And then same thing on the other side. The back is the Mezco Toys logo. Pretty cool on that, whatever you call this. the cover. Bottom just legal poop and some poo-poo. And 112 Collective again on the top. This figure, when I got it, the box was packed nicely. Everything was all wrapped up, making sure there's no damage. No damage is going to happen to this figure. Coming to the Neca Toys box. It's got a nice, like, scratchy 3D picture, so it'll look like you're actually getting stabbed. You're like, oh, ow, it hurts. Hurts. Then you got Part 3, picture of the figure. Turn it the other way, same thing. On the back, you have product shots and then a little description. Friday the 13th Part 3 again. And then, which I think is the best part about NECA figures, is the opening flap. You can see the figure, like a picture of it, and you can see the actual figure. So because it's a little bit of a cheaper figure, it's way cheaper actually. The box doesn't, like, the figure's twisty tied in, and then everything else is just clipped in. The pieces where the tape are is stuff that wouldn't stay in, so I had to just do that to keep it in. And then the clamshell for me is actually broke. It didn't come in good condition at all. I got it through the mail though, so that could have been the problem. I think if you find these in stores, they're not going to be broken like that, but that's just my problem with it. And the box doesn't really do too good of protecting the figure. So for like, I'm gonna like score them and see which one wins here. I gotta say that the Mezco Toys wins easy, because you can't really compare anything like that. Because the Mezco Toys protects the figure better, keeps the figure all like packed up tight. Nothing's gonna break in the box, everything like that. Now, next we're gonna just do scale. Like, we're gonna actually compare the two figures. For height, you can already see easily that the NECA one would win in that category here, because Jason is known in the movies for being big, tall, buff, just huge, able to beat on anybody, able to kill anybody, undefeatable. I say right now that the NECA wins in that portion. Like, I think the NECA really looks like it looks scary. If I saw him, I'd be scared. Moving on to articulation here. Well, actually, paint and sculpt first. So the paint, easily, I'd say it's better on the Mezco. The little paint there is like, it's not too crazy better than this one, but it's still better. So you got to give it to who earns it. And okay, come on, stay up. We'll take a look at the masks for the paint on those. This is the cut up mask. You can see that the Mezco Toys one really looks better. It's got better paint on it. If I don't think either of them have the things worn off, so you can't really compare that. But the cut in the mask, there's an actual cut in the Mezco Toys, while there's just blood on the Neca one. The faded away, why can't I think of the name of those? Oh, I don't even remember. The faded away, the lines, they don't really look faded away. That one you can tell they just kind of cut it and then just put it lightly. They don't look like realistically faded away. But these ones aren't even, the one on the Neca or the Mezco isn't even faded away at all. So, you know, what are you going to do there? Nothing much. Moving the masks out of the way. Wrong side, hold on. And coming into the face sculpts. This Jason is just, oh, repulsive. There's a lot of good detail put in the blood, making it look actually dry, making it look like his head looks disgusting. Move back a little bit so it actually focuses. His head looks disgusting. He has the lopsided eye, the messed up ear, wrinkly nutsack head. You can actually really see it all. Looks like he has like a really accurate skin tone. While this Jason, he kind of looks rotted. And you can see he really is disgusting. Which I think this Jason wins for head sculpt. Just because they really make him look disgusting and oh so yucky. They're not really, neither of them are really that, like, they're not completely perfect in accuracy. But this, the Neca, I just keep getting confused here. The Mezco Toys one I really think has more accuracy. But the Neca one just looks disgusting. Like he's been hit in the head with the axe and he's just been in the woods for like months or something. So we're going to move on to the body here. He's too tall. Let me kind of kneel him down. The body here. You can see that the shirt is nicely sculpted for the Neca. But the Mezco, you can't really get a nicer shirt than actually having a made shirt. So I think that the Mezco is going to win in that. And it actually has the undershirt under it, the white, when this one doesn't even have it there. Which in the movie he does have the undershirt. I watched the movie. I'm a loyal fan. Moving down to feet or legs. I think that the Neca one looks better for legs, just with the dirtiness, because these ones aren't really dirty. The the Mezco ones aren't really that dirty. They look clean, a little too clean. And the boots too. The boots on the Mezco look better. But I just wish there's if there's like a different version that was all dirtied up, that'd be way better. Because then he'd look from the part of the movie where he got hacked in the neck. Head. Speaking of necks though. The Mezco Jason's neck, it really just looks accurate and it looks disgusting. This one just kind of has a grandma neck, where it's not like in the movie his neck kind of goes down, like it gets wider and then goes out, where the Neca one just kind of goes down. So on to articulation. I'm pretty sure you all know who's going to win easily, but we'll just do the competition either way. For head, I'll bend him. For heads, he looks up that much, looks down that much. He has a pivot side to side, a rotation. At the arms, moves out to 90, rotation. Bend at the elbow, moves in just a little bit before 90. There's also a rotation. His hand swivels all the way around. It goes down and up and then pivots a little bit too. He has rotation at the waist. No rotation at the abs, but then he has a little bit of an ab crunch. Not too crazy though. Coming down to the legs. Kicks forward pretty good. They're really good, pretty much. Kicks back good too, but then that inside piece there isn't painted, kind of ugly. Kicks out that far, pretty good. Rotation at the knee, a bend, pretty good bend. Rotation at the foot, and a little bit of a pivot, nothing too crazy. So he has really good articulation for Neca. They usually kind of out on the articulation, but this time they did not, because this is a popular figure. For this one, he looks up that far, looks down. Oh, let me pop that on. Looks down pretty far. There is a mean pivot, and there's a rotation. He kind of segments too. I don't even know what you call that thing. His arm goes out just to about 90. There is a rotation at the bicep, and this swivels around too. Elbow bends way more than 90. There's no rotation at the elbow though. The wrist swivels, moves up, down. If you turn it, it goes side to side too. Sorry for this camera work being pretty poop. I'm just trying to pay attention more to that. The ab crunch, very good ab crunch. You can look straight down, and then it goes, doesn't really arch back too much, but yeah, I don't think you really need it. He's not going to get like curb stomped or nothing like that. The legs move out that far, move forward, really good, moves back, okay. The rotation at the thigh, double jointed knee, works very good. Then this up, down, pretty decent pivot too. And that's it. You can just see from that this Jason has way more articulation than this one. And, well, they pretty much, it's not really a competition. So the Mezco Jason wins in this too. But a part where I'm really surprised with the Neca Jason is the accessories. So moving the actual figures out of the way and getting into a comparison for accessories, they're actually really close, because as you can see, both of them have interchangeable heads, and these are the ones without the cut up face. You can see that. Then you can see this, which I think the Mezco one's better in this regard. It looks more accurate, and it's not, he looks like a zombie here, like that's how his skin tone looks, which he doesn't really look like that. Even at the end, he doesn't look that bad. So moving on to the next, which with Neca, I think they did really good, because they gave you so much for the price. They gave you a really good amount of accessories and stuff. So first comparison, we'll compare my favorite weapon, the axe. You can see the Mezco one has all detail on the wood. The axe has like this gunmetal silver with the blood splatter on it. It really looks good, and it's, oh, sorry about that. Butterfingers. It really just looks good throughout the whole weapon. I call it a tool, but it's not used for that. You can see the Neca one here. The wood is just brown. There's no real detail on it. It broke too, but that was my fault, so. And then the handle, I don't know what they were doing with the handle. Looks really weird. I don't really like not the handle, the head. I don't like what they were doing with it, and I don't like how it turned out. I think if they just left it a basic color, it would have looked way better. So, Neca wins, or not Neca, Mezco wins with the axe. Coming on here to his most iconic weapon, the machete. I think Mezco is going to win for most of these, because they can actually make them sharp. Like, they can make the blade look sharper, have an actual point, because then it's like it's made for collectors, so you can't, like, a little kid can't get hurt with it, and then they can't like sue or nothing like that. But the machete does look pretty good for Neca. There's no blood on it, which I wish there was, and the paint's kind of whack down here at the handle. There's mold marks and bad silver appliances. So then again, Mezco wins. For pitchforks, this one really just comes down to your preference. Come on, what are you doing? Get off. Because the handle on this one isn't really as detailed as like the axe, and I don't know what you call those, the fork part is really big. So if you'd want like a little one like this, okay, I gotta move that out of there. If you'd want a smaller pitchfork, then get the Neca. But if you'd want like a big, over-the-top pitchfork, then yeah, the Mezco is just for you. Which I like. I think if this one was more detailed, I'd like it more, because that's just overdoing it. Another wacky accessory is the monkey wrench, which I think looks better for Mezco again. It just looks more like a monkey wrench. It's opened and it's like a bright red, when this one's more of like a, I don't even know what color this is. I'm a colorblind kid, so you tell me. It kind of looks red, but not like as red. I think it looks better like this, like a goofy kind of thing. Like something you'd see in a movie that's over the top like this. I like the Mezco better, but that's me again. Because just in overall quality, the Mezco is going to be better. So here's the pitchfork. I'm just at a loss for words right now. I can't even speak right. Here is the spear gun. And the Mezco comes with a special hand with a trigger for it. So you have a special hand on there. While the Neca one, you just put in the regular hand. This one, I really think, is a close comparison. Because they're like really similar sculpts, and they actually are both really well made. And I kind of think, well, this one has more detail, just slightly more though, like little panels and stuff on it, which is pretty fine. The paint's better on this, which, like, I think this is the closest one you get. But what am I going to say? Mezco's got to win again. And there are a few, like, easy winners. Like the knife, I don't even got to talk about it. Look at that knife. Look at this knife. Like, no comparison. If you want to look at it, I got you with that. Just compare them. Mezco wins on knife style. Then fire poker. I don't remember in the movie what color the handle was, and they both have different ones. But I kind of think the Neca handle looks better. I think that the Neca wins with fire pokers. I think that the metal handle with like that design on it looks better than that just that like rubber. It looks like it would be rubber piece. So Neca's got to win in the weapons department. But the Mezco over here does have more accessories. He's got interchangeable hands. That wasn't good. He's got a few pairs of hands that are interchangeable. You get more play out of that. Move those out the way. And then he's got the butcher knife. The shank of a lifetime. Hold on, actually, did the Neca one come with a butcher's knife? Because I feel like it did, but I don't know. Never mind, no, that didn't. I just don't know why I had such a... I thought it did, and I just lost it or something, but no, I don't think it did. Looks really good, this butcher's knife. Had the same, like, gunmetal. Then on top of that, the Mezco one comes with a stand. I actually forgot to put this in the video. I forgot I even had it. Got that big clamp stand with the grabby hand. And there's just a little piece where you can just plug it in. And then it also comes with the bag, the classic bag, to store your accessories. So now we compared pretty much everything. We showed the two figures off, showed what they're made of, showed what they came with. And so the Neca clearly lost here. But don't make that think that, or don't let that make you think, I don't know, just the Neca figure is not bad. If you can't, like some people, they can't afford a $80 figure or however much that the Mezco is up to right now. Some people can't afford that, and they can't really spend that much money on figures, which if you really want a Jason figure, I highly recommend the Neca one. It comes with a lot of accessories. It's really sturdy. Like, I've played with it a few times and it doesn't break, and I don't really have to worry about it, whereas the Mezco one, I'm always worrying, oh, will it break? Will I crack something? Will something snap? Will I scuff the paint? And then I'm like, oh, this figure's ruined now. But with the Neca one, you don't have to worry about anything like that. The paint's really sturdy. It's all durable, and the nothing's gonna break unless you go crazy hard with it. Like the axe I dropped, Jason fell from a skyscraper and just cracked the ground. So I recommend both figures. If you have the money, get the Mezco. He's a better figure, but it doesn't mean that the Neca one's terrible. The Neca is a very good figure, and I recommend them both. But in this in-depth comparison, the Mezco Toys figure wins. So the Mezco Toys is great, and I love it. But I also love the Neca. So thank you guys for watching this experimental kind of video, in-depth comparisons. That's what I'm gonna call it. If you want to see more like this, just give it a positive review or comment what you liked, what you didn't like, what I should change. I know the camera work was pretty bad during the articulation because I was focusing on getting the figure to actually move because I don't have the most strength right now. I'm not feeling good, but that's on me. Sorry about that. So, if you guys want to see, if you want me to keep this series kind of going, if you liked it, thank you. If you like this, tell me. I'll do more of them. I think I have a few figures I could do it with. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, have a McHappy day.